Could you briefly introduce yourself and your journey into data analytics?
My name is Ritwik Sharma. I'm a business graduate from IP University, Delhi. So if you were to speak about my journey into data analytics, I've done my certification from Golden Gate University. Post that, I started working with a few organizations. Initially, I worked with an edtech called Scalar Academy, wherein I was handling a special project, which was a manpower and sales-based project. Later on, I shifted to Innovatrix Infotech. So again, I would say my academics and the certification was something which has shaped my journey into data science and analytics, and also I had this keen interest related to technology, so I wanted to get into core technologies. So that's why I decided to make a shift towards this domain.
What's one way data is actually changing how businesses make decisions today?
Nowadays, all the organizations, they are not taking random decisions. Rather, all these decisions which are being taken these days, they are backed by data. We are not backing by gut, rather we are relying on facts, we are relying on figures. We are able to predict the market rather than anticipating some other random thing. We are rather able to predict how exactly the market is going to behave based on the historical data, so we are able to predict that.
What's a common mistake you see people make while working with data?
The most common mistake I would say is that we are looking at things quite in a segregating fashion. Data analytics, it's not just a technical domain, but it has also got some sort of business relevance. So we cannot simply say that we are completely inclined towards technical and we are only dealing with the technical stuff without having any understanding or know-how of the business areas, or the other way around.
How important is a business school like Mittal School of Business in preparing students for real-world roles?
So I think Mittal School of Business, it's doing quite an amazing work. I think the exposure which students are getting here, it's beyond amazing. Obviously, you will be taught about technicals. You can learn about these things from any other YouTube channel or any other online platform or from any random university. But again, how to use these tools and when to use these tools is also very important. And I think this can only be learned using getting a good sort of exposure, I would say. So I think that exposure is something which students are quite easily and effectively getting here at Mittal School of Business. Apart from that, I think also a platform which is needed for the students to get that initial push which makes them to land into the industry. I think that is also something which students are getting from this institution. So I think it's quite good.
What advice would you give to MSB students to stay relevant in a data-driven future?
I would ask my students to stay dynamic, to keep honing their skills, to keep improving their skills. And in order to stay relevant, I think you should just follow the market and you should just keep improving. And gradually, I think eventually you will get up in the big domain. So no worries on that.